Good morning, millennials.
Welcome back to the Toast and happy Tuesday. That kind of feels like a Monday because yesterday was a bank holiday.
These are the days we live for. The Tuesdays that feel like a Monday because we had the day off. Like, it doesn't get better than this, Turdy. ATS, acknowledge the space.
It kind of is the space where girls become women, you know?
It's the space where we thrive. I didn't even realize that was the space I was sitting in this morning. I've been in such a frenzy because we were away this weekend. We got back yesterday, so like the day was like lost on me. But now sitting here, it's a Tuesday that feels like a Monday. Bless up.
We're almost there. We're literally almost there.
Bless up. Plus, we have such a bussing weekend ahead of us that this week is nothing but excitement.
It's so true. Except, like, today I have to do something. I have to do something today. Yeah, but because seriously, it's taking over my whole day. I have to do something today. I have an appointment that I will not feel settled and excited for this weekend. Eras Tour, Jackson Claude, taking Miami by storm. I will not feel good about it until this appointment is over.
The dentist?
No, honestly, that might be worse. I have to go to the DMV. I have an appointment. I have been hoodwinked by local officials into getting a real ID.
Real ID?
I have to get a real ID. I have avoided it for so long, but I'm seriously living without proper identification, and I'm traveling this weekend. What am I going to bring my passport with me? It's just,
Do you have a passport card?
No.
People are missing out on the passport card. I don't think I have to go for real because I have a passport card.
Well, if you want to, they say in 2025, if you want to travel, you need a real ID.
Or a passport.
Yeah, but who wants to bring their passport with them to Florida?
/Kurd.
No, not /Kurd. Not
/Kurd? I'll have to look that up.
So, yeah, and I've just been talking about this with my fellow citizens, my fellow taxpayers, about how we're all slowly coming up on the expiration date of our former IDs, and the new one isn't coming in the mail because they're hoodwinking you. You have to go down there, you have to make an appointment. I'm sure they'll charge me $5.
But don't you still need a driver's license?
That's what a real ID is. It's your driver's license.
But everybody needs a real ID, but not everybody has a driver's license. What would I have done 2 years ago? Real ID is not driver's license.
Wait, then yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Because my driver's license didn't renew. They need me to go in and get a real.
Maybe you have to get the real stamp on your driver's license, and if you're not a driver, you can just get a real.
Maybe. It's so stupid. The identification, system in this country was fine. Really, no one had any issues with it. And I'm now thinking, do I have to take a picture?
Cheese. Say cheese.
I should have to take a picture. My photo is actually from the 10th grade when I got my permit. I didn't think about that while getting ready today. That actually really does change things. I need to go to Sephora on my way down.
No, but you look as parched as ever. You're wearing a full fotch.
I know. It's just I would have given a little bit more effort. I'm actually not even wearing concealer. I kind of went for kind of a no makeup look today. I would have really put an extra ounce of effort
and maybe a color that brings out the best in Turt.
It's so true. Even though it's a black and white photo, this particular sweater I'm wearing is not my color. It's Duty Brown.
It looks maroon.
I would say it's a cross between Duty Brown with a tiny dash of maroon in it.
Huh. My eyes deceive me.
Yeah, it's brown.
It's brown. Okay. It's giving maroon from over here. But maybe that's just the tailored Swift in me. Everything's coming up tailored.
While you guys are enjoying this fabulous episode of The Toast, I just know it's going to be stunning. Know that your girl is silently suffocating at the DMV.
Well, it's always good to expect that things are going to be terrible because they might turn out less terrible. That has been my experience at the DMV recently. I stocked up last time I went to the DMV. I packed a bag. I was we're camping out, and it was kind of a breeze. So it's good to overestimate. Speaking of that, there's so much to discuss today because we haven't seen you guys in a few days. I was in Dallas. I feel that's crazy. I'm back.
It's really insane of you.
No, but it's just crazy that I was there and then I'm back.
It's amazing. It's kind of you stepped onto a plane into another land.
It's exactly what it's like. I was there for Yom Kippur, which is why I'm bringing it up because we didn't even talk about our fasts.
We didn't. And I do want to say, Now in hindsight, this is like a really old running toast joke, and if you guys don't get it, like Jackie will explain it in 1 second. But I do want to say, like, now knowing what I know and like looking back on the situation at a glance, like I 100% said that.
Okay, so here's the story. Many years ago, I think it was 2018, because it was like Fresh Toast Days, Claudia and I were going to Nashville together for the CMAs, and not germane to the story. And like as we were preparing for the trip, it might have been like as we were getting on the plane or in the airport, Claudia was like, it's so crazy, like when you go on an airplane, like you just like step off in a new land. And I understood what you meant. Like when you take one step, you're just like on the plane in Nashville, and then the next step you take, like you're in a new land. And then later on in life, maybe a few weeks later on the show, I was like talking about when you said that.
She like brought up this embarrassing thing that I said and like tried to humiliate me with it.
No, I didn't. I was like, remember when you said that? And she was like, I never said that.
And in the moment, I want to say, like, I fully believed that I didn't say that. Like, I had no idea what the hell you were talking about. I'm like, this bitch is really trying to set me up.
I didn't make it up. I wouldn't make it up. That's not, I make up stuff sometimes for fun. That's just like not in the realm of stuff I would make up. And now she's finally saying 6 years later that she thinks she might have said it.
No, I know I said it. It does, like, that is how I feel. It is really crazy that you just step onto this like tin can and you don't do anything. And the next thing you know, you step off and you're like thousands of miles away.
You know what's crazy about that is traveling with kids, trying to explain that that's what's happening.
That's funny.
Like, it's hard. Like, we just stepped on somewhere and all of a sudden we're in Florida. All of a sudden we're in Texas. Like, I'm trying to explain that. But so you're right. It is a very real phenomena.
All right. Tell me about your fast. Like, you kind of told me nothing about it. Always
I feel
keeping
like
things
you're
from me.
always the one who's like fast. So my fast was as to be expected. Like, it was okay. The best part of the fast was not being on my phone, but what I realized. Oh my God,
I completely agree.
But what I realized, I'm not addicted to my phone. I'm not addicted to social media. Yay. I'm addicted to our family chat. And because I mean,
you would be too if you were in it. Like, it's amazing.
Because I knew that none of you were on your phones, I wasn't worried about what was going on my phone. I check my phone all the time, and my phone is always blowing up all the time because of our family chat. So, like, that was nice to realize. It's like, that's why I'm always plugged in. And I'm a big perpetrator of, like, the bussing nature of the chat. Like, it's on
true.
me too. It's not just like
it's bussing partly because of you.
Right. And I'm just like always thinking of like funny things to say or send.
Pictures
or, like,
of the kids.
Or if I'm on Instagram, like sending something that I see. So that's what I realized I'm addicted to. I'm not sorry for being addicted to my family. I did not miss my phone whatsoever, but the fast was okay. It was actually better than usual because I feel like usually my headache comes in like strong at like 5, 6 o'clock. And then I can't even get out of it. But my headache came on earlier, and then like I took a nap when the boys were napping. And when I got up, the afternoon was actually much easier. Like I felt like my headache had gone away. So it kind of worked out better that way. But how was your fast?
It was horrible. Like, this is actually the first fast in the last 2 fasts I was on Ozempic. So I kind of was like,
Cheater.
I thought I mastered the fast. I'm like, it's getting easier as I get older. Like, no, it's not, bitch. You were just on drugs. It was hard. It was horrible. I had a headache. Like, I felt nauseous. It was terrible. Except, what I agree with you. Like, when I left to go break my fast, like, I didn't even bring my phone with me. I was so uninterested. My phone was like, the best part of the holiday was being off my phone. It made me want to like, you know, take a 24-hour phone break every week. Like, I just loved it. But like, I don't even know if I told you this. Something kind of major happened to me at synagogue.
No, you didn't tell me.
Yeah, it was kind of major. Well, I also don't know if I mentioned this, but the last time I was at synagogue for the last Jewish holiday, this like kind of teeny bopper came up to me and told me she loved my TikToks. That was just amazing. But that's not the story. We joined this new synagogue, and me and Ben have really been loving it. It's like a little bit younger, very like, you know, still it's like old but new, you know, very, very me and Ben, you know. And we've really been enjoying it. And as always, like the rabbi makes a sermon, and he was talking about, he's Lithuanian. So he was just talking like a lot about Lithuania. And I was like, I wonder like if he knows, like we're kind of the pride of Lithuania. For those who don't know, Jackie and I are actually descendants of like a great famous rabbi. Like he is like a published, like he's like one of the great thinkers of our time. He survived the Holocaust. He was kind of like the rabbi of a ghetto, the Kovno ghetto. Like so many people were like trying to be Jewish while living in this ghetto, and they're like, how do we keep Shabbat? Like we don't have bread. And he would like write these Jewish laws for like how to keep, you know, your Jewish laws while also being, you know, in a concentration camp. He buried those writings that he wrote in milk cans. After the war, he came back, dug them up, and then he published these books. So he's really world renowned. It's like kind of part of the reason I don't want to change my last name is because like, bitch, like I'm an Oshry. Like, do you know what that means? So if you're of Lithuanian elk, like, you know.
Which is why when Jeremy Simon told Jen Tran that his great-great-grandfather was so our great-great-grandfather, like, not to minimize him, he was the chief rabbi, like, of the Kovno ghetto. His great-great-grandfather was the chief rabbi of Lithuania, like, which is even a bigger providence than.
And so the great accomplishment,
very attached to him.
The great accomplishment of Rabbi Ephraim Oshry is, like, right after the war, he went back and he, dug up those milk cans and ended up publishing all of his learnings and writings in this book called Responsa. And if you know it, like, the original book, it's like a $5,000 book. Like, you cannot get it. It actually recently was reprinted, like, on Amazon. Now you can get a paperback version. It's called Responsa. Actually, highly recommend. I just bought a couple copies on Amazon.
Rabbi Ephraim Oshry, yeah, I just got one too.
But the OG, like, copy, it's like thousands of dollars, and, like, a lot of rabbis own it, and it's like a point of pride. Like, so the rabbi was talking about how he's from Lithuania, and one thing that he wants us all to take into this year is, like, to spend more time, like, studying the Torah and just, like, learning. Even if you know very little, you know more than someone else, and so you should impart that wisdom onto someone else. And he's like, come by our synagogue. Like, we have amazing books. Like, we can't even fit them all in our new building. Like, we have shelves and shelves. We've got, Responsa from Rabbi Ephraim Oshry, and I was like, not me getting a shout out from the rabbi on Yom Kippur. Like, that's, I can't, if you aren't Jewish, like, you might not understand the significance. Like, it's like that scene in Maisel.
No, and like, it's crazy because it's not, it's not even what you're usually getting a shout out for. Like, we have, like, Claudia Oshry, girl no job.
Girl no job.
Like, it's, it's a deep cut, as the kids say.
And I don't even know if the rabbi knew, like, a new congregant of his is actually a direct descendant of, like, kind of one of his idols. Like, I don't know. It was giving very, like, Bashir, very meant to be in this new synagogue. And I felt like everyone was looking at me. They're like, Oshry? Like, you are Oshry? I was like, yeah. That happened to me in the 8th grade, too. I actually wrote about this in my book. In the 8th grade, we happened to learn, like, in the curriculum about our, like, great-great-uncle. And everyone was looking at me. And I was like, yeah.
Also, like, it's our grandpa's cousin, right?
I thought it was our grandfather's great uncle.
No, it's our grandfather's cousin. Does that line up timeline wise? I think it's cousin.
Don't minimize it. Like,
no, I'm not. I'm just saying, what do we call that person?
Family. So yeah, I was kind of like a celebrity in a different right, a very glamorous celebrity energy at synagogue, and so that made my Yom Kippur just, like, really amazing.
That's great. That's really great.
By the way, so much, I didn't even realize, like, the weekend was so long because then Monday we had off and the Craig episode. I didn't even realize Yom Kippur was 2 days ago.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're showing up on a Tuesday that feels like a Monday and there's so much going on. I went to the state fair in Dallas after Yom Kippur. I was so excited because I knew we were going to the state fair the next day. So it was like Saturday is going to be a very somber day, as it's supposed to be a very serious day asking for forgiveness. But, like, Sunday is going to be so much fun because we went to the state fair and I hadn't been in years. Zach and I once went and we took our engagement pictures there, and this time.
What did you eat?
That's what I didn't realize. It's such a foodie festival. Everyone that we were talking to in Dallas was like, what are you going to eat? Are you going to have this? Are you going to have that? So Zach was so
What did
excited.
You think it was? Like
carnival games. There's a petting zoo. There's, like, attractions.
Yeah, but, like, it's, like, for funnel cake. Like,
I realize that now, and the state fair, like, sent me this little box that had all this, like,
treats?
exciting, no, not treats, like a pamphlet of, like, everything that's going to be there, and, like, a bobblehead of Big Tex, and the boys were then getting acquainted with Big Tex, and they were really excited to see him, and he did not disappoint.
So what did you eat?
I had a bite of a donut. It was, like,
oh my God, flop. Bite of a donut?
It was early. I kept saying to Zach, like, this is not my jam. Like, he had, like, a corn dog. They have, like, fried Frito nachos. Like, there's a bunch of stuff for meat eaters, but I don't know if that stuff, like, doesn't do it for me. I got a candy apple. A candy apple does it for me.
That's so funny. I don't love a candy apple. It's, like, a lot of work.
No, I know, but if you sit down and take the time, and I didn't eat it till I got home because I wanted to slice it like an apple should be.
Yeah.
And I got into candy apples when we were in Utah. Remember that chocolate?
Yeah, we went to that chocolate place.
We were addicted to.
When I say I don't like candy apples, I'm not talking about the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Co. Okay.
And, like, I like candy apples more, of course, more than I like apples, but I'm not even an apple eater like you are. Like, I don't really want to eat an apple, but I want to eat a candy apple.
When I say I hate eating healthy, like, I'm not talking about apples. Like, and when I'm being so serious when I say, like, if you offer me like a cupcake or an apple, like, I'm taking the cupcake, but I will eat the apple afterwards. Like, I love apples.
Yeah. So it's surprising how much I love a candy apple. But no,
what do you think is the best like brand of apple?
I couldn't say. I go by what they look like at the store, and then
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, but like based on like mushiness and also what's organic, and the organic section is like so tiny.
I'm sure. Okay, well, let me just say, like, we all know there's nothing better than a Macintosh. Like,
the red ones, like the super red ones.
No. Is that Macintosh?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I literally just Instacarted them yesterday.
I thought you were a green apple girl.
Ew.
You're such a green apple girl.
Oh my God, the lies being told about me on this show every single day. Like, I don't know how much longer I can sit here and take
You're
it. Like,
a green apple girl and a green grape girl.
I am a green grape girl. Red grapes are fucking disgusting.
Has anybody else been experiencing amazing green grapes recently? And I would say it's just like a Florida thing, but then even in Dallas, the grapes were superb. It's green grape season. Tell a friend.
I'm so sorry. I did not mean Macintosh. Ew. Honeycrisp. Everyone knows Honeycrisp is like where it's at.
Honeycrisp is like the red yellow blendy. Like
it's like red, but it's got a dash of yellow.
Yeah, I understand.
And they're like short and more bulbous. It's all about shape as well. No, the dark red, seriously disgusting.
Yeah. Nice for a picture, nice for Snow White movie.
No, seriously, nice for like a still, what is it when you like paint a bowl of fruit? Like a still, what is that thing called? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Like in art class, there's like a bowl of fruit in the middle and we all like paint the still life. Still life.
Still life, yes.
That's what red apples are for, like waxy as hell.
Yeah. Anyways, all's to
How did we get here?
I like a candy apple.
Oh, that's what you ate at the fair.
At the state fair with the kids. It was really, really fun. They put on a jolly good show. Oh my God, and we saw like the most insane animals I've never seen before. You know,
that
like
makes me sad.
You know the longhorn, like the Texas longhorn.
It's like a ram, right?
It's like a ram, and that's, I think they do something like this, and that's the logo of like UT Texas. And I've never really seen one or thought about like what the animal looks like in real life. Claudia, the horns, like from wall to like the biggest animal I ever saw.
Jackie, do you know what those horns are used for?
Shofar.
Exactly. This horn we blow on Rosh Hashanah. Okay, that kind of makes me sad. Like the animals.
Claudia, it wasn't a sad situation. Like they were loving life. They were loving life.
Okay. I believe you.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling sad.
When we talk about the state fair, like we can't talk about it without talking about. You're maybe not going to get this one. It gives Leanne Locken, you know?
Because she's a Carney kid?
Because she like grew up, but she grew up in the carnival, not the fair, but it's literally the same thing.
It's not the same thing because the fair is once a year. I think it's still going on. Like, so reminder, if you live in the DFW area, like get your arse to the fair.
That's like a fun thing.
It is a fun thing. Everybody was like talking about the fair. They have like the Texas OU game, there's a football stadium in the fair, the Cotton Bowl, and there's this big game every year and it's like in the fair.
That's pretty sick.
Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
It was on Yom Kippur, but not that I was going.
Yeah. So not only is everybody talking about the state fair, everybody's talking about Craig on the toast. I love what we were able to do yesterday because we of course we observe all bank holidays, all federal holidays here at the Toast. So yesterday was no exception, but I know how hard it is for people to live without us. And we had this Craig episode. We weren't sure when to release it. So we kind of gave it its own moment on yesterday's episode. And I'm so glad we did because it's really a premium guest interview. It's not what you would think, right? Like sitting down with a reality star. We're not like gossiping like teenage girls. Like we're having sophisticated conversations.
We're talking about life. We're getting to know each other's point of views. And turns out, just like most people, we're more alike than we are different.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
And so it kind of is a part of like Toast Guest Nation, which is like kind of taking off. Everybody's talking about our guest interviews. And I want to say, like, not to be annoying, and I don't want to say it because I feel like once I say it, like the person will cancel, but I've already gotten confirmation that like this person is showing up tomorrow. Jackie and I are interviewing someone tomorrow who I actually put on our list of dream guests like maybe 1 or 2 years ago. And like it's kind of major for Toast HQ, for toastiness, for toasters.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
We're not big on like hyping.
No, we would never.
So
secret project.
That is very exciting. What is also exciting this week is that we are going to Tailored. Claudia is coming here. It's a big weekend for Florida. I've got a full house and I'm really excited to have everyone. And I've been listening to Tailored and I've been thinking a lot about what I want my surprise song to be.
Wow, okay.
And what I want my song to be is never going to be the surprise song.
Why?
However, because it's not really a Taylor song.
Crazier?
I'm so glad my Travi made it to
I thought you were going to be serious. Like,
no, Claudia, like that's the only Taylor song I sing these days. Like it's always in my head. Yeah. I was singing it this morning. I'm like, my life would be made if she would sing that song. Like nobody owns it. Like just fucking sing it. It's so funny.
But however, in a real sense,
what I think she will sing is I think she's going to sing that song that she wrote about Ethel Kennedy because she just passed, and this is the first show since the passing. Starlight. I'm at Bobby on the boardwalk, summer of 45.
That's a great song. I would be down.
Isn't that a good prediction?
No, it's not.
Why not?
Well, one, people could see it as a political endorsement. She has to be really careful.
She already made her endorsement. Like, I don't think people would be confused.
People could see it as an endorsement.
I don't think people would be confused.
Two, it's also like an homage to her ex-boyfriend, like kind of disrespectful to Travis.
To Travi, who made it to the big game.
She's then like taking this big moment and like honoring her ex-future in-law. Like, it's weird.
It's not about that. It's about American history, but okay.
No, I know what you mean. But no, I don't agree.
I feel like Taylor could write a song and come out with a song called Herstory.
Yeah, and like we would clown on it and it would be really good.
Yeah. Just putting that out there.
Well, if anybody's wondering what my surprise like songs, I would really love, of course, to hear Peace, but like that is a dream like I have given up on, whatever. I would love to hear Peter from TTPD. Mm-hmm. In addition to like the OGs that I always want to hear, like You're in Love from 1989, That's the Way I Loved You from Fearless, like you guys know.
But can I say something like a little crazy?
Oh my God, yeah.
It's actually not a little crazy. The surprise songs have lost their punch ever since they've become mashups of 4 different songs. Like it used to be you got 2 songs, and those songs defined your era's experience. And now you get 12 songs and you barely hear one of them and it's just not what it was.
I have actually never agreed with you more on a statement. It's giving the mashup episode of Glee. I do not like the mashups. I'm completely in agreement. Like it used to be like, even if you didn't get the songs that you wanted, like you get what you get and you don't get upset.
And it's like you used to trade, it's like Pokemon cards. You traded with other Swifties, like what songs did you get? And now it's like, oh, I got 6. Like,
by the way, when you are 100% right. Like that is not even an opinion, that is fact.
Thank you. So like I'm not putting as much stake in the surprise songs.
Even though it's unclear if that was like an international thing she was doing for the international swirlies.
I feel like she's trying to get through every song and that she could say she played every song at the Eras tour. Like, no song left behind. And it's a flex for her. Like, very cool that she can mash up. Like, it's giving DJ Earworm.
No, it's giving Mr. Show.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it just takes away the significance of what song you got.
It's giving like we're all winners here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in agreement. So we'll see what she does. This is her first show back in the States. Like, let's see if she continues on with, the mashups or goes back to singing a song.
And speaking of iconic Florida shows, your girls are performing one.
Love that seamless transition.
Yeah, we are bringing Gizno to Florida in December for a Gizno Holiday Spectacular December 8th at the Hard Rock Casino. It's going to be so much fun. I've never been so excited for a show.
Same. And I know you're only excited because your neighbors are coming.
No, there are other reasons for excitement. Like, one, we will not have done a show in forever. And I sort of miss, like, tour life with my sis.
I definitely miss, like, the crowds.
2, it's going to be a holiday spectacular.
Themed,
so there's going to be, like, a lot of exciting things happening.
Yep, 1,000%.
3,
I'm
it's
so
the biggest
excited.
venue we've ever done, so we get to see the most amount of swirlies we've ever seen in one place.
In one place. It's giving like Guinness Book of World Records most swirlies ever like
ever in attendance.
Yeah. We should have someone from the Guinness Book of World Records show up and give us that. That would be so funny.
Most swirlies ever together in one place.
To congregate.
Right.
Love that. It's gonna be lit. Tickets are available at thetoastpodcast.com/tour. December 8th, Hard Rock Live in Seminole, Florida. Like the Florida Swirlies.
Also, if you've been wanting to like travel for a show, this is the one because the venue is a hotel also.
Hotel, casino.
Pool.
I hear there's a kosher steakhouse like nearby.
Yeah, I heard that too. It's December in Florida. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the damn season.
'Tis a beautiful night.
Wait, speaking of like shows we're excited to see, I have been like, it's so funny how TikTok can like really indicate like and just change the course of like things you're excited about, right? Mm-hmm. I am now like officially sat and so fucking excited for Wicked. Like I've just been seeing so like they released another trailer and I think it took like the Wicked community by storm because Jonathan Bailey's like singing and dancing and I guess like everyone's been excited for that. And like no, I get it. I am excited for that. Dancing Through Life. Like I cannot wait. I think it's gonna be like amazing.
Yeah.
And then a couple of like vocal tracks have been leaked. I guess there's like, because they're doing a lot of collabs, right? And so they made this like kids toy that like when you push a button, like Cynthia Erivo singing Defying Gravity comes out, and it got leaked. So somebody like had a video of themselves. And so we got like a little snippet of her Defying Gravity, which I think a lot of people are really looking forward to, myself included. So like, I just want to say, I'm really excited. I don't feel like I've talked about enough like how excited I am.
No spoilers for me.
Speaking of Broadway, I've been meaning to tell you this because I'm sure you don't know about like what's going on Broadway with Nicole Scherzinger.
I don't think I know.
Nicole Scherzinger recently opened in a Broadway show. She is getting such rave reviews from like the top like elite art critics. Like, she is the belle of the ball. She is the darling of New York. I forget what the play is called. I just know at the very end scene, she's like covered in blood where she takes her bow. I've seen like a million videos of it. Like, she's finally getting the credit that I think she's so, like, she's always been supremely talented, but her personality has like kind of gotten in the way. And like, she knows that she's talented. She like acts like, what's it called? Sunset Boulevard, thank you. She acts like she just acts like a diva. Like, and so I feel like now in this like very demure Broadway role, like she's just being kind of like coy about it. And like they are flying in to see her. It's like the Hamilton of 2024.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because I saw her in Annie Live and she was spectacular. And she had it
you
in
saw
her.
Something in her.
Yeah, no, she played Grace, and Grace, she was honestly too good for that show.
She is supremely talented. And like when you look back on like how she used to behave with the Pussycat Dolls, like she was nasty as hell, but she thought she was better than everyone. And like,
I didn't even know that about her, that it was her personality that was an issue.
Oh my God, there are so many videos of like that old Pussycat Doll show where she would literally steal the microphone from the other girls like on stage.
I didn't
like,
know.
She was like literally me doing karaoke, but in a professional sense, like real, like she wasn't working well in groups because she really is like a solo artist through and through. Like she carried that group.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for her.
She's having I'm happy for her too.
Like, nice to see people getting their flowers.
It is.
So I'm glad about that. I think without further ado, we can get into everything because we have a lot to cover today. Oh, I wanted to also tell you one other thing, which I know you're not going to be happy to hear.
What?
I continued reading Long Island Compromise. And I just feel the need to mention it because of the slam.
Yep.
You know, the blame, shame that we inflicted
and the
upon
compromise
that book.
Game.
But then I was on the plane. I needed to read a new book. And I saw like, oh, you know what? I'm actually like 18% of the way through. Like, let me get back into it. And I actually enjoyed it. And I read it a lot over Yom Kippur. And it was the perfect thing to read on Yom Kippur because it is so Jewish. And I felt like even though I was distracting myself from the fast, like I was very much like rooted in Judaism still. And I'm enjoying the book. I understand why Dana recommended it to me. I don't think you need to pick it back up. Like, like we go from Beamer's chapters to then like Nathan to then Jenny, and Jenny is the worst. Like, it doesn't get better in terms of liking people. Now I'm actually on Ruth, the mother. I'm looking forward to being here because she seems like a queen. I don't think you should keep reading it, but I just want to say, like, we need to like unslander it a little bit because I'm enjoying it. I'm going to finish it, and it is for certain people, but not for everyone.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Now, without further ado, here are the Fast 5 stories that you need to know.
And the Fast 5 stories that you need to know are brought to you by GNC and Total Lean. It's always been tough to get all your food groups and nutrients packed into one day. And especially if you have like a limited food intake, if you're on any sort of medication like a GLP-1, you're not eating that much. And you have to be really mindful that what you are eating is like servicing your body in terms of like nutrients and just being, you know, positive for you. So nutrition plays a key role in immunity and overall health, mental and physical performance, and more. So it's really not something that you should skip out on, and GNC has the high quality solutions to keep you covered. So the simplest ways to fill in the gaps is a high quality multivitamin designed for your unique needs. So GNC has multivitamins and daily VitaPack programs to fit every body type. Vitamins are clinically proven to boost levels of key nutrients in the body, and they're proven to work better than a basic multivitamin. They even have yummy multivitamin powders that can help with other side effects like constipation, poor gut health. If you've been on GLP-1 medication, like, you know, the stomach issues are very real. It's like it comes, it goes, it stops, it starts, and it kind of has a mind of its own. So being on a good supplement is really helpful. And if you need a quick meal, don't settle for just whatever. Grab one of their best-selling GNC Total Lean meal replacement shakes that get you your vitamins and your minerals, and it satisfies your hunger. It has tons of protein, so you'll really be like full for a couple of hours. They're also great if you've finished a GLP-1 medication and are looking to maintain or lose more weight. So the the GNC Total Lean Shake 25 is clinically proven to help you lose nearly twice the weight compared to diet and exercise alone. So if you'd like 25% off the entire GNC Total Lean lineup, check out gnc.com/toast today. Just enter code TOAST25 at checkout and claim your 25% off. Today's episode is also brought to you by BetterHelp. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's episode. Halloween, great time of year, lets us have fun with what scares us. But what about those fears that don't involve zombies and ghosts? Therapy is a great tool for facing your fears and finding ways to overcome them. Because sometimes the scariest thing is not facing our fears in the first place and holding ourselves back. So whether you've done therapy before, you've never done it, and you're intrigued by it, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. What's great about BetterHelp and what makes them so different is that they're done entirely online. So it's designed to be convenient, flexible, suited to your schedule. How it works is that you'll fill out a really brief questionnaire and then you'll get matched with a licensed therapist. And you can also switch therapists at any time, which I think is people's favorite part of BetterHelp because so much of therapy is so personal. Like sometimes in person or online, you get matched with a therapist and it's just not a match. Nothing wrong with them, nothing wrong with you. It's just so personality based. So they make it really easy and not awkward to switch therapists at any time. It's just not a big deal. You don't have to call the office and say why you're leaving. It's so awkward. And also you can talk to your therapist in any mode of communication that makes you feel comfortable. So whether that's texting, voice call, video call, whatever. Overcome your fears with BetterHelp and visit betterhelp.com/toast today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/toast, betterhelp.com/TOAST. Thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's episode of The Toast. Today's episode of The Toast is brought to you by Liquid IV. Here's a new escape from a hectic October. Get transported to the tropics with Liquid IV's new hydration multiplier and immune support mango passion fruit. With 5 times the daily value of vitamin C and 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, you can give your body the immune support that it needs. It's a little tropical hydration escape from the fall and the hustle and bustle. So you guys know Liquid IV, their hydration multiplier and immune support is scientifically formulated to support a healthy immune system. It has 5 times the daily value of vitamin C in every serving, so it gives your body the support that it needs. The mango passion fruit flavor immerses you in the tropical flavors of ripe, sun-kissed mango, combined with the luscious tangy notes of an exotic passion fruit. So it's an all-in-one hydration and immune support for everyday wellness, vitality, and rehydration. If you struggle drinking water, if you get headaches, when I don't drink water, I get really bad migraines. If you're hungover, if you're working out a lot, you need recovery. There's a million reasons to get started with Liquid IV. Having one, I have one at the studio, I have them in my purse. Having one on you at all times, seriously can save the day. If you travel a lot, I think a lot of us are prone to fatigue and headaches from traveling. So it's just a great way to get that support. It's also non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. 1 stick into 16 ounces of water will hydrate you better than water alone. It's powered by Live Hydroscience. It has 3 times the electrolytes of the leading sports drink, including 8 essential vitamins and nutrients. So support everyday wellness with Liquid IV and get 20% off your first order of Liquid IV when you go to liquidiv.com. Use our code TOAST at checkout. That's 20% off your first order when you shop Better Hydration today using promo code TOAST at liquidiv.com.
Thank you, turdiv.com.
You're welcome, jaxiv.com.
Okay, well, our first story, just jumping back into some tailored news, because a couple tailored updates from the weekend. First, Taylor and Travis were at the Yankees versus Guardians game. It was game 1 of the American League Championship Series, the ALCs. Everyone was talking about the ALCs.
It's not the ALCs, by the way. It's the ALCS. Not that it matters. I know everything about baseball. Seriously, quiz me.
I never heard about the ALCS before. I'm so glad that they were showing up and showing out for the ALCS and supporting ALCS.
It literally sounds like a disease that they're raising money for.
Of course.
Do you know about the potential for the Subway series? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, but you know how I feel about a Subway series.
So there are 4 teams left when it comes to making the World Series. Now it's the West, it's they have different divisions. So the division championship is on one side, the Mets versus the Dodgers, Shohei versus Pete. It's 1-1, it's a really good series. And then the other game is Yankees versus
Atlantic's Guardians.
What town is that?
The Cleveland Guardians. Take out Atlantic.
Oh yeah, Cleveland.
Take
Cleveland.
out Atlantic.
Yeah, Cleveland. That's why they were there, because Travis is from Cleveland and he's a big fan. So if the Yankees win that series and then the Mets win their series, the World Series could be New York versus New York. Now, I don't know. I think the Mets are a little bit of an underdog in their series. I don't know about the Yankees, but there is potential for that, although I don't know if anybody could beat Shohei, but it's really crazy.
Let me tell you something. The Subway series means so much to me. I remember growing up that there was a Subway series.
There was.
And I thought that was just the greatest name for what was happening. But then you told me a few years ago that there's actually a Subway series every year when the Mets and Yankees play each other. However, now that's not making sense.
Yeah, no, did I say that?
Yeah.
Why are you listening to me?
Someone, like, I'm sure it was you because you're the only person I talked to. So when I say someone, like it was you, said that, like, no, the Subway Series happens every year when the Mets and Yankees play each other. And I was like, oh, rats. Okay, not that special.
Mets versus Yankees. How often?
Great question.
Since the inception of interleague play, the two teams have played each other in every regular season since 1997.
So they
play
right.
6 games per season. Yeah, like a series.
So there's a Subway Series every year.
But is it only called the Subway Series if it's at the World Series?
Have they ever played each other in the World Series? Ask.
Yes, that's what happened in like 2004. That's what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. So it's not a Subway Series every year.
No, they play each other every year.
And we don't call it a Subway Series. But isn't every game like a series?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So
right.
Is it only branded a Subway Series like if they make it to the World Series, or every time they play it's a Subway Series?
It's
that's
technically
what I feel
a series
like
of Subways.
Right. I love that name. And by the way, this year, they played each other 4 times, and the Yankees have lost every single time.
Wow. Go Mets. Go Mets, go.
And as much as I love Shohei, like now I'm rooting against him, which has been hard for me. And it's annoying because he's so good. I kind of just want to like kill him. Every time he comes up, like he's just amazing at what he does. He's like an amazing pitcher, an amazing hitter. He's like good at all positions.
So I'm rooting for the Mets versus the Dodgers for a multitude of reasons. However, in the Yankees versus Guardians, I'm torn because, of course, I would want Mets versus Yankees Subway Series, my favorite. However, if the Guardians win, then Taylor and Travis like would go to the World Series.
No, she's like back on tour by then. Like she can't be like this is all fun. Like she cares. Like
Mets
whatever.
Versus Yankees. Subway
yes,
Series.
I mean I'm rooting for Mets versus Yankees.
I think it's what the Subway system needs. Like they do need a bit of a boost. I think it would be very cute and exciting.
I also think they would like break records for ticket sales because I was just reading something. Tickets for the Mets versus Dodgers game in LA are like selling below ticket value, whereas in New York, because the Mets never make it this far, like this is the best thing to ever happen to Mets fans. Like, and they were such an underdog in this season that like they're being sold for like $500 in the nosebleeds.
Got it. But in LA, like they're always in the World Series, just another day.
They just like buy
LA.
Teams and they buy titles and they buy people. It's like not a big deal. They have like no passion.
But you know what you can't buy? Heart.
No, and nobody has more heart. Oh, and I just found something out so cute. I wanted to tell you this. I'm so glad we brought it up. So they keep at Mets games like holding up this sign that says OMG. It's like their thing. And I'm like, it's so lame. Like, what is this? And they had it in the dugout yesterday. They like brought it from New York. I'm like, Ben, what is up with this OMG thing? And then he told me, and now I'm obsessed. So one of the players, I literally know like all the players. I'm such Mets song OMG. So one of the players, Jose Iglesias, in the like off season last year, he came out with a song. He like likes to sing. Like it's so seriously. It's called OMG. It's in Spanish. It literally is amazing. I was listening to it. It sounds like J Balvin. Like it just sounds like a really good song. And the Mets like so leaned into it. They like made it the official song at the stadium. They play it all the time. And now like OMG is like one of their slogans. I'm obsessed. I think that's so cute. They're supporting like their players' hobbies in the arts.
100%. It's important to have hobbies.
1000%.
The moral of our episode from yesterday, don't miss it. Don't sleep on it.
It's so true. I loved seeing Taylor like being normal. And she got like obviously there's a million photos of them, but it's not as like premium and high quality as when she goes to the NFL games and they have the camera like up her ass. Like they kind of were just like blurry, like zooming in on them. I feel like they actually got like to have like a somewhat normal outing and they were just like acting normal. Yeah,
it was really cute. And then also this morning she released a new project to commemorate the Eras Tour. She released a book. It's kind of like a coffee table book of never before seen photos and quote personal reflections, behind the scenes photos, and all the magical memories that the fans made every night. It's a 256 page hardcover book that will be available at Target for $39.99, and then also a vinyl copy of Tortured Poets Department, which is $59.99.
Yeah, so Good Morning America was like being all thirsty, like we have this big announcement. And honestly, like this is like kind of souvenirs. Like this, to me, this isn't like a real Taylor announcement. But what I gleaned from it that I think is most interesting is the caption that she posted on social media, and like the sort of line is like, with the final leg of the Eras Tour coming up, like the final leg. What? I thought this was like going to go on forever.
But it's not. Like
that to me was the most shocking part of this whole thing.
What could she have called it if she would add more legs with this upcoming?
She would just say, as we embark on this next leg.
I think it could still be the final leg of this Eras Tour, and then if she ever wanted to bring back Eras, she could. But I don't think.
But how does she move forward now, like touring? Does she just do like a tour for her album? Like, no.
No, I think she takes a big ass break, and then when she comes back, it'll be like the Taylor Swift tour, and it's just whatever the fuck she wants to do.
Yeah. I just thought like Eras was perfect for her because, first of all, everyone loves it so much. It solves the problem of like album tour, that life that like is really hard. And she could do it forever and like obviously always change it and take breaks. But I just thought like this is what we were doing, kind of like a residency almost.
Yeah. I don't think that she wants to be touring for
Well, no.
forever.
Now like this leg almost being over. Well, it's like
it's
the
good for
last
her
leg.
personal life.
It's giving time to get married, you know?
Yeah. Put a ring on it.
Right. Start a
Settle
family
down.
perhaps. Yeah. That's what
Here
I'm
comes
thinking.
baby in the baby carriage.
That's just a couple ideas. Just throwing it out there.
Well, that's what's going on with the Lurd. We'll see her on Friday, and we'll let you know.
Oh, and on
what
Friday
she's up
night,
to.
the Friday night of Yom Kippur, she was at my restaurant again. Now, Friday morning, I got a really good tip that she was going to be there, and I was like so curious if it was going to come true. And then when I turned my phone on from Yom Kippur, I saw that she was there, and so yeah, I could have went like knowing that
You could not have gone.
But I don't even feel, because everybody was tagging, like when I opened my phone on after Yom Kippur, everyone was like tagging me in it. And
That was
I
like
didn't
this
even feel
bread
bad.
slicer. Everyone was tagging me in when I.
Oh my
opened my
God,
phone.
they said, get this to Jackie, get this to Jackie. I saw that stupid bread slicer. You kind of need it. It's low-key hard to cut sourdough, like the very bottom.
It is low-key hard, and to have a slice that's like even on all
Yeah,
sides, not thick at the bottom.
because it starts thin. Yeah, totally.
And also one side is large and one side is small.
Yep.
Maybe I do need it, but like please stop tagging me, and I saw it. I sometimes feel the need to just like post something to my story just to like I can
Acknowledge.
mark myself as like I saw it.
Yeah. No,
But
by the way, that one really took the internet by storm, so much so that they were tagging me.
I even still get the fuck around and find out graph.
Oh, I love that.
I know, but I've seen it.
Yeah,
I can tell you something. I've seen it.
Wishing Taylor and Travis all the best. They really enjoyed their bye week, and I enjoyed it too.
Agreed. Same. Moving on to our next story, which is some video drama. Nicole Kidman and Salma Hayek were bombarded in a viral Paris Fashion Week exchange that has since gone viral.
It's like 3 weeks old.
It looks as though the girls are beefing.
Yeah, and to understand like the true significance of this video, it's like who would care? But Salma Hayek is the wife to the president of the company that owns Balenciaga. Like Salma Hayek is unreadably like a billionaire, like not through her work, like through business and
Marriage.
So that, well, yeah, I didn't want to say that sounded derogatory. Like,
But like that, it's more derogatory to say
lie.
that her marriage is a
yeah,
business.
1,000%.
Through love.
Sorry, yeah. You know,
Through
she married a
love.
billionaire. And they're in love for sure, but she married a billionaire. And so for Nicole Kidman, who's like not like this, she's not like a diva. I feel like we would know. For her to say it, period, like is really crazy. But for her to say it to like the woman whose husband owns the company that's paying you to be at that show, like that's really crazy. Tell me you don't want to be invited back without telling me.
Well, they've brought in like the forensic lip readers to assess the
Amazing.
situation because without even reading lips or listening to audio, like the body language is tense. And
Yes.
I'm putting myself in Nicole's position because she's being touched and I do not like to be touched. Salma's got like trying to direct her into a photo. She's got like her arm around her
With
like
Katy Perry.
waist, and Nicole, it's giving like just like don't touch me.
Nicole is also like in full glam head to toe. There's a million photographers. It's giving overstimulation.
Yeah, she's like trying to maneuver her. And then I also read in this article that Nicole might have been, on edge because of the sudden passing of her mother last month. Like maybe she just like wasn't in a great mood showing up to work, like get your hands off me.
Yeah.
Not realizing in the moment like who exactly it was. And then Katy Perry's there too.
Right.
Which is just a fun fact. And Katy Perry's ready to take a picture.
Of course. She always is.
So the forensic lip readers are saying this because I saw a theory that said she said something to the effect of like, don't touch me. That's not what the forensic analysis is saying.
Okay.
So Jeremy Freeman is a UK-based expert witness and forensic lip reader.
Obsessed.
And he said that Hayek is believed to have said to Nicole, let's turn there. Okay, here. Then it seems as though Nicole responded, hey, I'm fine. I'm good. There. It's enough. It's okay.
Oh, that's still tense.
Yeah. Then Salma interjected, beginning to say, we have to, before putting her hand on Katie's shoulder, Perry. Then he believes Salma said, that's fine, and directed Katy Perry, who was wearing the sunglasses, to look at photographers and take pictures.
Well, because that's another thing of note is that if you watch the video in full, Nicole Kidman doesn't end up taking the photo, period. She just leaves, and then Salma and Katie take a photo.
Yeah.
So yes, I mean, it was like kind of a chaotic video. I could really see Nicole Kidman just being like, there's too much going on.
Like, yeah, get your paws off me.
The flashes, everybody's touching me. It's loud.
I saw someone be like, they're probably just overwhelmed. There's a lot of photographers. Like, you showed up at a fashion show.
Right.
That's like what you, I in this situation, like, I do gravitate more towards Nicole of like, don't like touch me, but to be overwhelmed by photographers, like, that's why you're there, and they're wearing sunglasses.
No, and sometimes if you are feeling like really overstimulated, just one person, like, and it's not even about the person, like, they're the one that you decide to like take all of your issues out on, and it's like, it's not about Salma, it's like, that's just where like Nicole sort of climaxed with like what she could take.
Yeah. However, like, this was at the Balenciaga show, so I don't really care like how anyone was feeling. Like,
literally
what are you doing
same.
there?
Yeah, no, I don't care about anyone like getting their feelings hurt. Like, I think everybody, and like, I love Nicole Kidman, but I think everybody involved in this particular video like is a big fat loser. So,
yeah. So like, I don't really care about the hurt feelings.
No, not at all.
Like, I find it interesting that like a bunch of A-listers are having weird tension.
Yeah, and like, I also do find it incongruous with Nicole Kidman to like kind of be involved in this. Not the Salma Hayek of it all, the Balenciaga of it all. She's so scandal averse. I feel like in her career, she really has not like stepped in it. And this is so random. And it's not like she's like, it's not even like Balenciaga clothes. I think of them and I think of Nicole Kidman.
The fashion moments that she has like are not, it's not like she has to be involved with Balenciaga to continue her fashion journey. And moreover, once again, the clothes are ugly. It's easy to put them back on the shelf.
Yeah, and they're very like futuristic and stupid, and I feel like Nicole Kidman has always like dressed really well for every like phase of life that she's in, and she always like really crushes it. And like black spandex Balenciaga alien sunglasses is not what I think of when I think of Nicole Kidman style.
No, and I think for anyone, like, it should be an easy thing to move on from. You can find a black spandex dress anywhere.
They're obviously paying celebrities to wear and show up. They all have contracts.
That to me is so not, usually I'm like, get your
bag.
Here it's like, all of these people are extremely wealthy. They could go to any other house and they know how it makes people feel about them. Like, people are not, the general public is not over Balenciaga.
No, and actually I feel like those fashion contracts, except for unless you're like Zendaya, are not like that much money. They're not like known to be like crazy lucrative. You do it more for the prestige.
Right, and like Balenciaga is not, I don't know what their numbers are, but I see when I go to the mall, like, they're the only bags on sale. They're the only kiosk where there's not even someone working inside the kiosk because there's no one perusing. Like, I think they've really, really suffered. Their bottom line has suffered. So it's not like they have all this money to just pay anyone exorbitant amounts right now.
Well, they are like a part of like one of those $1 billion. It's not LVMH, but like
Salma's
an LVMH
husband
type.
being like,
it's Salma's
we're
husband.
going to prop up. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Why don't you want to admit that what they did really foiled the business?
So this is just giving very much loser on loser crime. So I don't like actually care.
Agreed. Are you ready for our next story?
Loser's gonna lose, you know?
Are you ready for our next story, which I actually found to be shocking?
I'm actually shocked.
I think a lot of people were shocked by this. It kind of came out of nowhere. But it's some breakup news.
Okay.
And he's wearing Abercrombie because Jason Tartick and Kat Stickler announced their amicable split. So Jason Tartick is from The Bachelor and Kat Stickler is a content creator and influencer. And many months ago, they announced that they were dating and they've been posting so happily together ever since. I think fans of both of them were so happy about this, and knowing both of them, they seem to be like really well matched.
Then there was a little bit of a scandal with Caitlyn, and like the internet really took Kat and Jason's side. Like, they really had a lot of momentum behind them.
And everything that they've done, like, it seems like they're very serious because she has a daughter and he's of course met her daughter, and they just seemed like so well matched, like a couple that you're like, oh, this makes sense, like, we don't have to check in on them.
No, 1000%. I actually hung out with them in St. Bart's and they were like really cutesy, like totally in love, and they hadn't gone public yet, so like not me knowing everything before everyone else. And I was like, oh, this isn't just like, you know, influencers dating. Like, it's a real like relationship.
Yeah. So after around 6 months of dating, the couple decided to go their separate ways, revealing in posts on Instagram stories on Saturday. So she posted a video saying that they had broken up and that she wasn't going to get into too much detail about it, but it all seemed like pretty
Amicable.
And then he said, I'm sad to share that Kat and I are no longer together. It's fair to say that I love hard with all my heart and fall fast. Sometimes in life that works out and other times it doesn't. This time it didn't. Kat has brought me so much happiness and light. She brought out parts of me I never knew existed. I will forever be grateful for her. And of course, sweet MK, this chapter closes amicably and another opens. I'll be rooting for her happiness and I'm also rooting for mine.
I just found this so shocking because I feel like they were starting to do stuff in their relationship that like you really only do when you're about to get married. Like they were doing like brand deals together, and I know that sounds stupid, but like I can't explain it. Like it's a really serious part of a relationship. To like mix
business with your relationship is something that you typically do when you're so serious that you don't have to worry that this is gonna come between
because you're gonna have mixed finances any day now, you know. And then of course, like she had posted this really cute video of her daughter like running to Jason. Her daughter was like obsessed with her boyfriend, like so cute. I did not even think about these two as like even on the chopping block.
More so, just like when are they gonna get engaged?
Yeah, it's taking kind of a long time. I was shocked.
Everyone's entitled to that. I'm going to respect their privacy while personally like wondering what could have come between them.
While personally being curious.
Yeah. A little personal.
Never stop asking why.
Curiosity. She then also posted a video because I guess like people, you know, and she was so like, you know, delicate about it, but people pretending to be concerned while also being like, your daughter, why you introduce your daughter to men? And she's like, thank you so much for your concern. Like, you're not concerned. Because if you're a fan of Kat, then you have to, like, you like her, you would trust her judgment. That, like, she knows what's best for her family. Like, it's such fake concern.
No, but also, okay, so like what, she has a daughter. And what, she can never introduce her boyfriends to her daughter. Like, kids meet a lot of people. Like, kids are fine.
Yeah, so she was just, like, explaining how, like, the relationship between MJ and Jason, which I didn't even feel she needed MK, sorry.
Michael Jackson and Jason.
I didn't even feel she needed to do that, but she was, like, she was patient for doing that. And she was saying, like, a lot of, like, facts about her life. She lives in Florida and that she can't leave Florida. So maybe, like, they were getting more serious and, like, it just wouldn't have worked out.
Well, let me tell you some of the lore with why she can't leave Florida. It's actually really crazy. So she popped on the scene, like, when TikTok was blowing up. She was, like, in a content couple. Like, her and her husband did, like, classic marriage, classic early parenthood type stuff. And they blew up. And the second they blew up, they got divorced. Everyone was like, what the fuck? And she was so respectful, like never said anything. You know, Reddit did their thing, found documents, like everybody. She like will always maintain, very like Kim and Kanye. Like she has never said a bad word about. But apparently he like cheated on her and left her for the woman that he cheated on her with. And now like that woman is the kid's stepmom. Like really fucked up shit. Like, and it was such a crazy saga of events. And she totally came out on top. Like I don't even know if he does content anymore, but like she's like one of the biggest content creators on TikTok. She's like huge brands. She's like super famous. But that's why she can't leave Florida. They must have like some sort of custody agreement.
Yeah. So maybe they were about to get engaged, but like their lives just can't work together. However, like does love conquer all? Sound off in the comments.
I guess we'll see. But yeah, but Jason's also very much like hustle, bustle. Like I don't know if he could be tied down to Florida.
Yeah, but you know, he can get on an airplane and step off into a new land.
He could.
He really could.
Yeah.
And for
maybe
love?
That's not it. Maybe that's not it then.
Yeah. So I'm personally curious. Honestly, while respecting their privacy.
Okay, I didn't want to say this, but I did hear something.
Okay.
I heard that they broke up because he was wearing too much Abercrombie.
Interesting. I honestly like that's on her.
You could see it?
No, I think that would be unreasonable.
That's just what I heard. Obviously, I don't want to like start any rumors or anything, but that's just what I heard.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to poke and prod.
Of course not.
I'm going to respect privacy.
Of course.
But I'm shocked.
As always. Yeah, I was shocked too.
Yeah. Are you ready for our next two stories, our fourth and fifth?
Oh, I don't get a break between 4 and 5?
I don't think so because they're both a bit of content news. So,
but I think for the sake of the flow. Okay, fine. Hold on. You're so annoying.
No, I mean, you could, but I don't think you need one.
Is it the fourth and fifth that somehow can't be separated like Siamese twins? That's brought to you by First Aid Beauty?
Yes.
There are certain things in life we shouldn't settle for, and having like crusty, dusty, and musty skin, is not one of those things. So don't let is one of those things. But we shouldn't settle for having crusty. Yeah. Don't let your daily moisturizer get away with the bare minimum. Do what we did and get First Aid Beauty's Ultra Repair Cream. This moisturizer really works. You're never going to go back to your old one. Whatever you use moisturizer for, whether it's like in the morning, at nighttime, or like you lather it on skincare before your makeup, First Aid Beauty is I feel like it's so OG. I use their like a lot of their products, especially when I'm on tour, because it's like really simple and it's not going to like mess with your skin. I feel like you put me on to First Aid Beauty.
I did put you on to First Aid Beauty. And actually, when I was in Dallas this weekend, I have a bunch of cosmetic products in Zach's bathroom, and it was all First Aid Beauty, and I was loving
That's so
life.
Funny. So I think like their hero product that's really one of their best sellers is the Ultra Repair Cream. It's really a daily upgrade that your skin deserves. It's going to repair your skin surface 2 times faster. It's powered by barrier building colloidal oatmeal. It has a luxurious whip texture that absorbs into the skin. And I want to say like the product itself, like there's a lot of product in there. Like I can't deal with like buying a moisturizer and use it 3 times and it's gone. Like it's gonna last you. Like it's pretty significant, if you will. So the Ultra Repair Cream can also be used head to toe. It's gentle enough to use on your face and it will not clog your pores. It's the best thing to use before makeup.
I've been using the Ultra Repair Cream a lot to set for my spray tan to keep my skin hydrated, because that's a major key, and I love it.
So don't wait. Get 20% off with our promo code TOAST at firstaidbeauty.com/toast. That's firstaidbeauty.com/toast. Today's episode is also brought to you by Blue Nile. We love receiving gifts from loved ones, and obviously it's a thought that counts, but there's the element of surprise that you don't get when you're shopping for yourself. So you know what you do get when you're shopping for yourself? Exactly what you wanted. So when it comes to something as personal as jewelry, if you're buying jewelry for yourself, there's no better place to do it than BlueNile.com. So Blue Nile offers thousands of independently graded diamonds and fine jewelry at prices significantly below retail. So whether you're looking for a bit of a special sparkle for yourself or to give the best gift of all time, Blue Nile offers some of the highest quality standards in the industry. Buying jewelry can be really overwhelming because you just never know if you're getting hoodwinked, and I feel like Blue Nile is like such a reputable site. Now their pieces are obviously gorgeous, but they're really well made and they're made with like really good materials that it's like you get peace of mind shopping at Blue Nile because they're just really reputable. You can make a classic statement with white gold tennis bracelets, snap up some stylish diamond huggy hoops. If you have questions, their jewelry experts are on hand 24/7 via phone or chat. So from technical questions to budget suggestions, they're here to help you find a piece that you can feel great about. They also offer peace of mind with every purchase with 30-day returns and a diamond price match guarantee. You cannot beat the ease of convenience when shopping with Blue Nile, which makes sense. They're the original online jeweler since 1999. I have gorgeous hoops, like multicolored hoops from Blue Nile. They wear so well. They're so well made. I love them. Go to BlueNile.com to find the perfect piece today. That's BlueNile.com. BlueNile.com. Today's episode is also brought to you by Good Ranchers. So you don't have to wait for Election Day to make your voice count. You can do it every day by the choices you make. And when you choose GoodRanchers.com, you're choosing more than delicious. American meat, you're choosing to support local farms and ranches in the U.S. and stand up for transparency and safety in our food supply. Good Ranchers is such a toast-coated business. So Good Ranchers partner exclusively with American farms to provide you with pasture-raised beef, chicken, pork, wild-caught seafood that you can trust. Support local ranchers, ensure that you receive high-quality American-raised meat with no antibiotics and no added hormones. In fact, Good Ranchers recently created a groundbreaking innovation in the world of chicken nuggets that are seed oil-free nuggets. So no other nuggets on the market here or abroad can guarantee a pure seed oil-free recipe that prioritizes your family's health without sacrificing flavor or crunch. By shopping from GoodRanchers.com, you're making a statement about the kind of values that you stand for. Values of quality, hard work, and dedication to American tradition. I feel like a lot of our listeners are like heads of households for their family and they do all the grocery shopping and really can't recommend Good Ranchers enough. Their seafood is so good. Like we're always getting salmon from there and I love the nuggets. And if you're feeding your family, like you are more concerned about what's going in. And I think that Good Ranchers is like a really ethical and like delicious place to shop. They also make it really easy. Their cuts are perfectly portioned, vacuum sealed, freezer ready, so you'll spend less time prepping and more time enjoying. So you subscribe to any of their boxes. You can decide if you want plain chicken breast, Angus ground beef, Applewood smoked bacon, wild-caught salmon in every order. So it's the perfect way to ensure that you always have high-quality things in your home to feed your family. Don't miss out. Use code TOAST to claim this presidential promo worth up to $1,200 and bring 100% American meat to your family meals through 2028. GoodRanchers.com. American meat delivered.
Thank you, GoodTurt.com.
You're welcome.
Our next story that are Siamese twins a little bit because it's both pieces of content news that could not be more different. But
so they could have had a break in the middle, yeah.
No, but like twins are very different. Maybe on the outside they seem the same, but they're their own people.
Right.
A Beatles documentary being produced by Martin Scorsese is coming to Disney Plus. So I don't know what the big twist is going to be, but a new Beatles documentary produced by Mr. Scorsese captures the band's 1964 introduction to the U.S. and it will arrive on Disney Plus on November 29th. With director David Tedeschi at the helm, Beatles 64 is set to follow the electrifying moment of the Beatles' first visit to America and their performance on the Ed Sullivan Show to 74 million people. Crazy.
Crazy. One thing about me, I don't give a fuck about the Beatles. Like, seriously, the lore, Yoko, John, like, I don't give a fuck. And by the way, this is going to be the hottest take. Like, I don't even like their songs. Sorry.
I think their songs are, like, are objectively good songs.
Here Comes the Sun. Is that them?
Do.
That one slaps. Yeah,
That's
sorry.
Pargy.
I don't know. I just feel like whenever, and maybe, I didn't live through, like, Beatlemania, so I wasn't, you know, I don't know what that's like. But every time, like, Taylor makes a huge stride or sets a record, they're like, it's been done since the Beatles. Like, I don't give a fuck.
No, I agree. Like, the Beatles are a blind spot for me. Maybe documentaries like this, like, would make me have more respect and understanding. Okay. I think it's interesting that Martin Scorsese is on the doc.
Yeah, and like, how do you direct a documentary? Like when you're like a movie director, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pick a lane.
Also, in the past, he co-produced and directed George Harrison's Living in the Material World. So like, he just does, maybe it's a hobby for him to like work on Beatles projects. Like maybe he's just a big fan.
And George is like obviously the least famous one, right?
Right.
I would say
but
it goes
you know what?
John, Paul, Ringo, George.
Yeah, but I'm sure George has the most peace.
1000%. George goes to the grocery store.
I think George.
Wait, is George alive?
I think so. I could find out.
And
oh, by the way, correction alert. Martha Stewart's ex-husband is alive.
As is George.
As is George. Good. The reason why I thought Martha Stewart's husband, ex, was dead is because the way she was talked about it. It sounded like he passed. Like he never knew.
By the way, I didn't think that was a crazy assumption.
But that's why I assumed that's the information that I was gleaning off of. Apologies, Mr. Stewart.
He's dead? George is dead.
Oh, rip.
Rip.
So maybe in his life, he probably had the most peace. Like, of course, John was so tortured and Paul, like, always being the second man and Ringo is Ringo.
Yeah.
But like, George could just be George.
When it comes, like, I feel like there's two types of girls, like Beatles girls and One Direction girls. And like, I'm a 1D girl. Like if I'm going to be.
There's two types of people, girls and women.
Yeah. I don't know. People could tell me all the interesting facts about the Beatles, like all they want. Like, I don't care. I don't think any of them were attractive. Like, I can't believe like girls used to faint. Like, they're literally not cute. And I don't know. It's not my personal vibe. And I realize this is like one of the most offensive things. Like, if this got clipped and put on like some like Beatles bro talk. Reddit page, like they would be like, oh, this fat bitch knows nothing. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. Okay, I don't give a shit about the Beatles. I think
what you're saying is like you do know nothing and you don't care to know anything about this.
Yeah, and I don't think they're handsome. Sorry.
However, I think we're going to be inundated with a lot of Beatles stuff in the next few years, like this documentary. And then remember, each like Beatle is getting their own drama. Like obviously, film.
The people who own the Beatles estate did some sort of like yard sale with the rights.
Wait, Claudia, more than that, accompanied with this documentary, they are re-releasing 7 Beatles albums.
Right, and then there's going to be like a hologram tour. Like, I'm not interested in like them disgracing the legacy of the Beatles for a quick cash grab.
And like, do you think the Beatles would cut it in this day and age?
Well, I don't know if the internet's ready for that conversation.
To be honest, my answer is yes, but it's worth discussing.
I feel like when I see a movie about a person, then I really, because I feel like we had like Freddie Mercury, like that whole era where we did those types of movies. Like it was very clear, like Elton John could have been alive in any time period and he would have been as big. Same with Freddie Mercury. Once I see the Beatles one, I'll make my decree. But I feel like no. I feel like if they seriously like the Butterfly Effect, if they decided to like play their song the next day, like no one would have cared.
I disagree, but like I respect and I'm intrigued by your opinion. But also I feel the same way about Elvis. Like,
yeah,
anytime,
once in a generation.
Place,
yep,
he's Elvis.
Yeah, you know who I like feel that way about?
That
like,
could make it or couldn't.
Couldn't. Like it was kind of just like kismet, time and place. Like One Direction a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Like I don't feel like they were that like. And by the way, I love One Direction. I'm just like offending everyone today. Like
yeah.
Okay, so things I won't be watching. This.
Yeah. Well, our fifth and final story is something that you might be watching.
Unless it's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, probably not. I've been watching so much Triple D. And I think the food on there is fucking disgusting, by the way.
It's definitely not diners, drive-ins, and dives. But just let me get through the deets before you make
she's
your judgment.
saying shut up. She's saying be quiet.
No, because it's layered, and this is also like a kind of a redhead's coded story.
Okay.
Pride and Prejudice series is in development at Netflix from Dolly Alderton. Now, that name might sound familiar to you because she wrote a book that we read for the redheads called Everything I Know About Love, and then that show was turned into a series that we didn't watch, but we really liked the book. It was actually Margot and Dana's like favorite book of the year that we read it, and they're such different readers, and it was a really good book. It was like just about
I read it. I did not like it.
I liked it. I didn't absolutely love it, but I respected it, and I thought it was.
Yeah, it's kind of, she's huge in the UK, I think more so than America. And she's very much, I'm trying to think of like a comparison. It's just like Tales of a Socialite. She's like this wealthy party girl.
I don't even know about wealthy or anything.
She worked in magazines. It was giving like The Hills.
It was
I can't explain
Sex in the City for the younger set in the UK.
Yeah.
And it was just like memoirs of a Dolly and like stories from like that period in your 20s where you're just like doing it all, and it was really cute. And then she had her show Everything I Know About Love. She wasn't in it, but like it was a
they took her book and made it,
and now she will be penning the scripts for Pride and Prejudice series at Netflix. There's no cast yet attached, and the project has not been greenlit at the streamer. Netflix has a history with Austen having adapted Persuasion for a 2020 movie starring Dakota Johnson. But this is the series, Pride and Prejudice. I think this is a good idea.
Yeah, pending that it's not like a radical new, like loosely based on Pride. Is it a period piece, or is it going to be like Pride and Prejudice for 11-year-olds? Like everybody has a cell phone. Like
I think it's going to be like Bridgerton, Pride and Prejudice. Like
I like that.
Almost like also that show, The Buccaneers. I don't know if you ever watched it.
I'm familiar with it, but I haven't watched it.
And a lot of like period pieces where it's like the dialogue is very today, you know, there's like talking TikTok. The music is very today. The themes are very today, but it's set in a different time, which to me has a lot of potential. I actually I didn't finish The Buccaneers, but I wound up enjoying it.
Yeah, I feel like Pride and Prejudice is like getting yassified. Like I think this happens with a lot of like OG books. Like it just happened with Little Women, right? Like Timothy Chalamet and Greta Gerwig, everybody was obsessed.
But was it yassified or it was just like a...
That one was pretty authentic. Like it was just like a recreation. Pride and Prejudice hasn't had like a resurgence since Keira Knightley's, which was like 20 years ago.
I feel like this is the Bridgerton effect. I feel like a lot of...
That's a good comparison.
People are trying to capitalize on that. They're like, oh, they do like period pieces when they're done in a really modern
Youthful,
way.
Yeah.
And I think that Dolly being attached to like it's kind of brilliant, and if it might really work.
Yeah, I think Dolly being attached to it is like, if that's the brand, it sounds cute.
Yeah, I think that that's the Bridgerton effect, and it's not something that really bothers me. It's cute,
but like that
especially when
show.
It's something that's historical to begin with. I don't like it when it is like taking actual history and changing history.
That Elle Fanning show on Hulu,
The Great.
I didn't like that. I
did not like that,
and I found it stupid.
I did not like that, and that is actual history that was yassified, and I did not like it.
Yeah. Pride and Prejudice like is fiction.
Pride and Prejudice,
but it's also
is
like an important piece of literature these kids need to know.
Right. Buccaneers is fiction. Bridgerton is set in a real time, but then like is fiction, so it doesn't bother me.
Yeah, it's set in a real time, but it's completely fake. Like
like those.
Nobody plays a real right. Like the Queen wasn't the Queen.
Charlotte,
she's not.
I think actually might have been the Queen at the time, but of course her story is completely changed.
Yeah.
And so. That is different. But yeah, I don't like when it's like real history. Yeah. To bring it back to the top.
Yeah, real. Wow, we've really done a full circle here.
As we always do.
And for the record, the two stories could have been separated.
You think so?
1,000%. The Beatles and Pride and Prejudice.
Yes, I could have separated them, but then the show was over now. I think it was better the way it was.
I think yeah, I agree.
I think it all worked out the way it's supposed. I think we let the chips fall where they may, Turtaloo.
Well, in the words of Simon Van Kempen, I am real, and that's what I'll be doing this afternoon. So just think of me.
In the words of Jackie Van Kempen, I am real.
Jackie Van Kempen. Exactly. And that's what I've been saying, you know?
been saying.
Guys, that's our show. Thank you so much for listening to the Toast and Monday Morning Show, where we deliver the fast 5 stories you need to know every Monday through Friday on YouTube. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. We are also available as a podcast anywhere podcasts can be found. So it's Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, Public Video, iHeartRadio, CastBox, all the places where we listen to podcasts. Find us the Toast. Leave a 5-star review about how beautiful, stunning, and wickedly talented we are. You really won't regret it, by the way. So just do it, okay? Love you.
Love you. Bye.